Buddy Nerdigans, this is the one and only Packer Girl 89, and as you may have heard yesterday, it was announced that Cheap Boy Stiff Bob, aka the live action, bastardization of Cowboy Bebop was canceled. But what does Japan think about it? Well, you're about to find out. But before I get to that, let me just remind you to hit that like, share, and subscribe buttons. And because, of course, this channel, let alone this video, are not sponsored, and I'm just on a non-stop high-speed struggle train heading into chaos, and it's getting faster by the second. If you love what I'm doing and want to help keep this channel alive and kicking, feel free to hit up my Cash App and PayPal. Those links are in the description box below, as well as the Kotaku article I'm going to talk about today. And as the Kotaku article also contains links to the Japanese forums I'm going to discuss as well, because there are some comments that, of course, the Kotaku article did not mention. And also, I'm going to give you my thoughts on live action adaptations in general and the situation at Netflix in terms of their situation, and what I think Netflix should be doing in terms of manga to anime, manga and anime to live action in general. But anyways, let's see. Oh yeah, let me talk about the comments that I've seen a lot of. So the first one being that Spike and Vicious are too old. I saw a lot of comments saying that, which I'm not surprised about. And some of them including Spike is too ugly, and I kind of agree with that. Spike is ugly. I'm sorry, Joncho, you are not my type. You are not. I'm gonna get so much hate for that, but nah, you ain't my type. The other thing I saw was that a lot of people did say, and I was curious about this, that they said the Japanese dub was good. Obviously, it was going to be good because it's the original voice actors, so they did recommend that. Another thing I did see that was a commonality was that basically it looked like a cosplay. It looked like people cosplaying, and that it looked like a cheap cosplay, like something you'd see at a high school festival. I was cracking the fuck up. Another thing that I saw that I thought was really interesting was a lot of people were saying that they wanted the Keanu Reeves adaptation of Cowboy Bebop, the live action adaptation of Cowboy Bebop. And I was just like blown away by that, because I know a lot of people here in the States in the Cowboy Bebop fandom have been wanting that too. Fox, you screwed the pooch by dropping that, because so many people want it, even in Japan. Like, I don't get it. I really don't freaking get it. I know, Kitty, it's nuts. There's some people that were saying that it was expected, and that people were saying that some were saying that a lot of people were saying make something original, and yeah, a lot of people were saying the same things that we've been saying. But then there was something that I saw, and there was a few things I saw in a couple of forums that I thought were very interesting, which was let me pull this up right here because I lost the spot for a second. Well, some people, of course, were saying they don't like live action and were questioning live action, but I'll get to that. Yeah, and they were saying that the Cowboy Bebop live action didn't respect the source material. They could tell But this, here we go. This is where it gets interesting. From the visual of Spike, it was in the original text, Bruce Lee's favorite Kempo was set, but it wasn't Asian. I like the anime version so much that I bought box from any labs. This is what Google translates, so if it's grammatically incorrect, there you go, deal with it. But I don't feel like watching it because I thought it was politically correct again. Um, let's see. Um, there was also stuff about Ed as well that I thought was very interesting too. Um, where did it go? Oh, here's one that just talked about the cast that I thought was good as well. Before I get to the Ed one, Spike was pretty good, but Jeb was just an old man with child trouble. Faye was Faye was a brain muscle gorilla, and after all, Vicious had turned into a small fish and fan service. I think I was going, but I didn't need the Japanese background. It was good that the Prizeneck and Ein were reproduced in a good way. That's what it said here. Where is the other one? I know, Kitty. It's crazy. Oh, here's the Ed one I was looking for. I wanted to see Ed, but as far as I can see, Ed's performance at the end of season one, it's too dangerous. Maybe I shouldn't have had it rather than being gestured by a Westerner like Annie. um, there was some political correctness ones I thought were very interesting as well. Um, I know, kitties. I'm trying to find it. There's a lot of comments here. Damn it, where'd it go? Oh. No, I saw that's the wrong one. Here's something that I found very interesting. It was in response to another comment, which was the original comment was this. Let me read it. Read this. And I read the first comment earlier. I think it was okay to keep the original because Faye was originally Japanese in terms of political correctness, which is actually wrong. She was Singaporean. But I wonder if using something like Chinese martial arts was cultural appropriation, but Jeet Kune Do itself has that much history, isn't it? And then, where is it? I think it was like 112. Was it? No. It's a little further down. Damn it. Why did I lose the spot? Hold on a sec. Here it is. If you want to steal culture, don't choose Bebop as the original. There was no respect for the original text. Both Jet and Faye are of different races. And is Ed not appearing because it's child labor? Well, obviously we know Ed appears, but yeah. If I really wanted to do it, I thought I could make an original and interesting work that was inspired from scratch, not a live action version of Bebop. It's really interesting to see this. It's really goddamn interesting. Like there were some that were talking about Faye being a lesbian, and they did not like that. Nah, they did not like that at all. Um, they don't. Oh my god, it's just crazy. But yeah, I keep seeing that. The main thing that I just find very interesting is that they keep seeing. A lot of people just keep saying that. I know, Kitty. I know. I keep seeing the same thing. It's crazy that everyone wants Keanu Reeves version of Bebop, Bebop live action. By everybody, I'm talking about, of course, the Japanese. That's what I'm really seeing on these forums. Yeah, a lot of them were making fun of the opening as well. They were saying the opening was very shabby and cheap, and I have to agree with it. It was very shabby. It was very cheap and stiff. And from what I saw of clip wise from the anime bastardization, live action bastardization, it was too. Something I'm really surprised that I haven't seen anything about is Gren. I thought they would say something about Gren. Um, I've barely seen anything about Gren at all. It's weird. I've seen everything, like, but Gren. But here's something I do have to mention here, and then because this is a great lead in to what I was going to talk about, which next, which is the before I get to this about my thoughts on live action adaptations in general, am seeing something I did see is they're saying that the Cowboy Bebop live action adaptation is the result of political correctness, which is very interesting. That even Japan can see that the Japanese can see it. Go figure, right? um, but where is it? I just saw. Shit, had this here for a second. Um, um, there's a couple of things that they did mention as well. They did mention the comment section, the Japanese comment section did mention uh, Netflix's Saint Seiya, how they turned Shun into a girl, which really pissed me off too. Oh my god, because this is political correctness. Because you can't be an effeminate male anymore without. It's fucking stupid. It's like going back into the 90s. It really is. It feels like we're heading backwards. We're regressing back into like the 4 Kids era. Well, the 4 Kids / Deke era of shit pisses me off. And you can't be an effeminate female. Or, I'm sorry, you can't be an effeminate male anymore. Stupid, stupid, stupid. And then the other thing that they mentioned was how they compared Cowboy Bebop, the Cowboy Bebop live action to Dragon Ball Evolution, which I thought was freaking hilarious. And then there's this too that, of course, I gotta mention. They said that someone said this: Hero is completely useless. If not, you were more Yusaku, like a lanky Matsuda or fine macho tall man. But what of you? The actors are doing that heroic, are doing that hero. Dasa too. Faye also got story. Again, this is Google Translate. Jet doesn't have enough muscle. Jets do not have enough muscle. A little more unless you're like Dwayne Johnson. The set was nice though. Ooh. So they're saying Jet doesn't have. So basically, the actor that plays Jet, he didn't have enough muscle. It's interesting. Wait, it said, oh, Faye's also got stone. What do you mean by this? Fucking Google Translate, I hate you. I hate you. But there's also this that's very interesting as well. There's a couple of things too. I did shit. Where I had it. This also, it's better to stop making live action Japanese animation because it's completed as an entertainment. Borrowing only the world setting, the original story shines like the side character of the main story. That is kind of, I understand. They're saying just only borrow, like, They're saying basically if you're not gonna follow the main story and just or like barely follow the main story and just have use the world setting in the original world, and it just doesn't work. Wait, right? Oh, never mind. I'm not reading the story. Borrowing only the world setting, the original story shines like the side character of the main story. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, I get this now. So, oh, someone said this. The more I like it, the more angry I am. The small feeling of vicious, the daughter, Jet's, wait, it says Jet's daughter, etc. Watch the anime. Yeah, yeah. Someone said this. Ed's actor, isn't it completely Black history? I think she's embarrassed too. Oh man, I think they're saying, isn't she? Yeah, she was race. She was race swapped. Yeah, yeah. That's no good. That's bad. It's bad. Let's see. Was there any other one I want to mention? Um, before I get into the next one, or before I transition to the next portion of this. So now we're getting into the now I want to get into this part right here because it's which is in regards to live actions, adaptations. Because someone said this, Rurouni Kenshin, Death Note, Fujiwara version, aka the Japanese version, I Am a Hero, etc., are interesting. And these are live actions. If there are parts that are different from the original, but except for some good examples, the basic quality is too dangerous. Recently, then the Tokyo Revengers and the Death Note were still good. So, in regards to live action adaptations, um, there are some really good ones. There's Kingdom's live action adaptation, which is amazing. It's getting a sequel too. It's really goddamn good. Rurouni Kenshin's is really good, and one of the actors from there is actually going to be playing Zoro in the One Piece live action adaptation. So don't worry about Zoro. Zoro is going to be fucking amazing. I'm excited for Zoro. He is perfectly casted. Um, Gintama is freaking amazing. Oh god, I love Gintama's live action. Tokyo Ghoul's live action is actually there. Is really good. I actually some people are divided on Bleaches, but from what I remember at the time, Kubo actually worked really closely on Bleach, and it was actually not that bad. What was the other one? Oh yeah, Kaguya-sama Love is War's live action's really good. Kakeguri's is really good. There's it says Rurouni Kenshin up here. Yeah, Rurouni Kenshin's is really good. There's some really good live action adaptations, and there's also not just that. There's some really good stage adaptations as well. And something I gotta point out, because people are like, oh, we should just stay in anime form, blah 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 blah. I have to point this out because no one, the anime community knows this, but normies don't seem to understand. And to an extent, anime onlys don't understand. Is that ever since oh god, when did it really start? I would say I want to say maybe 2018, I think it really started. Anime has gone downhill. This is why I call it an anime dark age. And ironically, whereas manga has gone in the opposite direction, manga is what I like to call we're in a manga renaissance. We're in a golden age right now. for manga, because what's going on with the anime is that there's a major oversaturation of anime in the industry, and from what I've been hearing from friends in the industry, um, it's really gotten worse as of late, and you can definitely tell in the quality of art and animation. And yeah, it's bad. Yeah, mangaka got it bad too, but the art in the manga, oh my god, it's so freaking amazing. Oh my god, I it's gotten hard from I had to quit covering anime after Brian died because I just couldn't deal with being tortured. I just couldn't deal with it. I've been tortured enough, and oh god, it's. But my point is that people keep saying anime is the greatest thing. It's like, no, you don't understand. Japan don't give a shit about anime. Nah, they care. Well, to an extent, they care about anime, but it's more manga's more important to them. Akamatsu Sensei is, and I've been covering what Akamatsu Sensei has been doing for a long time. He's been fighting his ass off for the mangaka, and something I keep talking about, I've talked about it multiple times, is that when I went to Crunchyroll Expo 2018, I talked to an insider, a Crunchyroll insider, and they told me that the anime industry has been infiltrated by 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 PC pandas, and boy, did Seo Koji confirm that in Hitman, with the manga to anime adaptation arc. Holy shit, go read that manga, you will understand. Also go read Oshinoko, because Oshinoko covers manga to live action, and right now we're in the manga to stage stage adaptation arc. It is so goddamn good. It really makes you'll understand the industry a lot more if you read those series. It makes a lot of sense. It goddamn does. But I digress. But let me get back on track here. I was, as I was saying, but there's some live action, but it all depends on the director and the whoever is on the production team. Because if you have, and going back to Hitman, if you have a director that loves loves the series they're adapting, it makes a huge difference. Or just loves, not just even loves the thing they're adapting, just loves doing what they're doing. Like the director of Kingdom, at live action adaptation that's working on Boku no Hero Academia's live action adaptation. I'm so happy he is. Thank God. I'm gets me really excited for Boku no Hero Academia. But if you know the source material, what's in the source material, yeah, like for Battle Angel Alita, for example, that shit's gonna be censored to death. Everyone talks about Battle Angel Alita, Battle Angel Alita. You guys have not watched Kingdom. Go fucking watch Kingdom. You'll understand. Kingdom's rated R, for fuck's sake. Anyway, I digress. But some of the people that were in these forums were saying that it might be better if like Cowboy Bebop was adapted in Japan. I could if the original creator was working very closely with it, then I completely agree, because they did not get a say in this live action bastardization. And also, speaking of, before I forget, if you want to know about bastardizations of manga to anime adaptations, Record of Ragnarok is definitely one of them. I am not, oh god, don't, and Way of the House Husband is another one. Oh god. I really hate what's going on in the anime industry right now. I really do. That's why when I hear this shit about, oh, it should just stay animated, blah 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 blah, like, motherfucker, you do not know what's going on in the anime industry. You do not know what's going on with how shitty animators are getting treated right now. And that's definitely gonna. I know I gotta do a separate video on that. I know, because I tweet with animators. And I need to uh tweet with some. Oh my god, I need to tweet with Maki, who I'm friends with. The VP of IG. She's such a sweetie. I love her. I need to tweet with her. But anyways, let's get back to this. But let me get back to what's going on with Netflix. If you don't know about what's going on with Netflix in terms of going back to anime, real quick, if you don't know what's going on with Netflix, this has been a scandal. There was a scandal I think it was earlier this year. Yeah, it was earlier this year. There was a scandal involving Netflix's anime division with Mappa. Oh, Mappa got exposed, where we found out that it was practically slave labor going on over there. And that's why a lot of series are getting delayed because of that. And I even asked Maki about it. She said, she knew it was. She said it's been bad for a minute, but it's gotten worse over there. So think about that when you say this kind of shit. I already didn't like Mappa before for some of the shit that they're doing in terms of adaptations. But man, do I not like them even. I have even more reasons to not like them. But anyways, now in terms of live action adaptations for Netflix. So what's going on with Netflix is they do have a 2-year deal with Toho Studios in Tokyo. And what I don't understand it with Netflix is, why are you not using your connection? Why aren't you using that deal or why aren't you just taking advantage of it? Why not? If I were Netflix, I would take advantage of that deal. Seriously, take advantage of it. If you are going to do all these live action adaptations, use it. But for sure, we know Yu Yu Hakusho is going to be adapted at Toho Studios. I'm not concerned about it. And if you're worried about like the costuming and stuff like that, there was a stage adaptation for Yu Yu Hakusho, and this is why one of the reasons why I bring up stage adaptations. And the costuming, oh my god, it was perfection. It was perfection. So, and if it could be done on stage, oh, just imagine how it's gonna look on screen. Oh my god, it's going to be perfection. Now, in regards to One Piece, going back to One Piece for a minute, this is Oda's baby. Oda has been working on this live action adaptation for One Piece for a long ass time. I think it's been for over a decade. You guys can correct me in the comments section. So, this is his baby. He's not gonna let this get fucked up. No way. He worked on getting this cast together. There's only 2 that I have a problem with in terms of the cast. One is Nami, because she ain't boobalicious enough. She ain't curvaceous enough. But that can be resolved with a breastplate and some padding. That's not a problem. Drag queens do it, so she can do it. She could use cutlets, but I think a breastplate would be a lot easier and be a lot more comfortable. Now, and in regards to budget, this isn't going to be like Cowboy Bebop. One Piece has a Game of Thrones budget per episode, so stop your bitching. It'll be fine. The other thing I want Netflix to do, and they should do, is going back to this comment here about like Tokyo Revengers and also Kingdom, is Netflix needs to bring more of the live action adaptations, especially the really popular ones in Japan, onto the platform, and also the stage adaptations, because a lot of people really like the Sailor Moon ones. For example, I'd love to see Sailor Moon. I'd love to see Yu Yu Hakusho. I'd love to see Haikyuu. I'd love to see Boku no Hero Academia. I would love to see all these stage adaptations on Netflix. I would love to be able to get access to them and watch them. I don't, and shit, probably the people, the Japanese viewers would want to watch it too. I bet you guys would want it as well. I don't know. Maybe I'm the only one that does, but I'm curious what you guys think in regards to that. Um, but I'm very curious what you guys think about Japan's response. I think the most interesting one out of all of the responses is about like all the comments in regards to Keanu Reeves adaptation. I think that's so fascinating that there's so many comments saying they want the Keanu Reeves adaptation of Cowboy Bebop, even though they're saying that all this shit about John Cho being too old. But I wonder if it's because they know Keanu Reeves loves Cowboy Bebop. He's a fan of Cowboy Bebop, and they know he would treat the source material that because he loves the source material, it would be done right. And because maybe because of John Cho not um, being a huge fan of the source material, maybe that's why, and they would maybe give it a pass to the age. Um, that would make the most sense. But also the other thing I have to mention, this going back to the political correctness for a second. I've read all the interviews and stuff with the uh oh my god with the production, and that costume designer is extremely patronizing. The shit with Faye is bullshit. The costume is bullshit. There's ways to do it. If the WWE women can, divas can do it, she can do it too. And that costume designer is a fucking failure because that's her job to figure out how to make a outfit sexy and comfortable. That's her job. Project Runway had a design challenge for it. She can do it. So she full of shit. She full of shit. And yeah, the other thing that Netflix needs to do: stop treating your fans like shit on your Twitter accounts. Stop it. Work with your fans. Ask your fans what they want. Be like, what do you got? Ask them straight up. What do you guys want from us? What, and have polls, something. Work with us. We're willing to. I don't know about everybody else, but I'm willing to work with you. I should get paid for this shit, I swear. Work with us and we'll help. But if you guys want to be complete dicks and not work with the community, then fuck off. We will find somewhere else to go. And you will lose money. It's called, you know what that's called, Netflix? The free market. Just saying. And also Japan feels like you are neglecting them too. They don't like you very much over there. You need to fix that. Anyways, very curious what you guys think. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. If you love what I'm doing, I want to help keep this channel alive and kicking so I could keep bringing you more manga content, anime content, and news and all of that. As well as Oricon rankings, which are coming out and a little bit later today. What time is it? It's almost 6 in the morning. So it would be like in 4 hours. There's a few ways you could do that. Donate to my Cash App, PayPal, Patreon, purchase something off my Amazon wishlist. All that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow me on Twitter, Twitch, Discord, friend me on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Till next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later. Bye.